On one of my tours, I started to hit a bunch of high schools to put together these fundraiser concerts for music programs in schools. We ended up raising $300,000 for these programs. Well, as part of this tour, I would involve the high school choir, the band, the jazz band, the drum line, sometimes the dance team, to all join the stage with me and perform. They'd perform my songs with me. It was pretty amazing. Well, I show up to Dallas. These kids have been performing and rehearsing my song for the last few months. Our concert's the very next day, so we want to do a run-through. The band comes out, the choir comes out, we run through their songs. They sound amazing. It's coming together nicely. We've sold almost all the tickets. The show's coming together. I'm excited. Well, on my way back to the hotel, I drive past an empty soccer field, and I get this random, strange urge to run some sprints. Who has ever driven past a field and said, you know what, I'm gonna run some sprints? Well, that's what I did. I pulled over, I got out on the field, and I ran sprints for like 30 minutes, like Forrest Gump. Well, I'm feeling pretty good about this exercise in the sun. I go to the hotel room, and that's when I notice something. There's a swelling in my throat. It's hard to breathe. There's congestion in my nose, an itchiness in my eyes that's intense. I was having a massive allergy attack. I'm in a panic because I just lost my voice. So I run to the pharmacy. I grab the medicine. I look for some remedies like throat coat and honey. I run back to the hotel. I turn on the shower and breathe in the steam. I'm trying all these remedies all evening. I go to bed early, hoping that sleep will help it out. I wake up the next day. My voice is still gone. Big show, no voice. So I go to the high school. I talk to the choir teacher. She can immediately tell what's going on. My voice is gone. I can barely squeak out anything, even dialogue. I ask her, can we find enough high school kids to sing my songs for me today as soloists? She agrees to find some, and she does. To their credit, she rounded up enough high school kids to sing my songs. I've never seen a more nervous group of kids, but they were willing to do it, which was amazing. Well, a few hours later, it's showtime. We show up. People are filing in. It's a full house. Kids are backstage rehearsing these brand new songs of mine that they've never sung before. Among them is this trumpet player who volunteered to perform a solo to one of my songs, and he wasn't nervous. He was actually excited. So that made one of us. Well, the show starts, and I explain this to the crowd, but they don't even need explanation, obviously, because my voice is gone. They can hear it. I bring out one kid after another, and they're singing their songs, pouring their hearts into it. They're shaking so visibly with nerves, but they did it. They got through it. And then out comes this trumpet player. The song begins. He didn't just play that song. He performed it. He starts dancing all over that stage. He's working the crowd, getting them on their feet. Big smiles on their faces. They were so loud, I've never heard a crowd that loud before. He was working that crowd like a rock star. Dancing all over that stage. He embraced his creative outlet. Now here's the thing. He wasn't even playing my song in the right key. He was missing all the notes, but it didn't matter. He was performing with such confidence and stage presence that he won the night. He embraced that creative outlet. He didn't care if his performance wouldn't be perfect. He was totally fine with almost being good enough. It's so easy to get caught up in the idea that everything has to be perfect. That we can only ever perform the most polished of pieces or publish the most finished works of art. But art doesn't work that way, and neither should anything else. We aren't perfect beings, so we shouldn't wait for perfection to make our move. When we admit that almost is good enough, it's easier for us to step outside of our comfort zone. And life begins where our comfort zone ends. And when we embrace our almosts and respect the effort, we might have moments just like that trumpet player, win over that crowd, and have a moment that's one for the books. So be like Jordan.